What are some examples of early factories? If you're curious about how the factory system began and what some of the earliest factories looked like, you're in the right place. Let's take a step back in time to the Industrial Revolution and explore some of the pioneering factories that changed the way goods were produced. One of the earliest and most influential factories was Richard Arkwright's Cromford Mill in Derbyshire, England. Established after Arkwright patented his water frame in 1769, this mill was a game-changer. The water frame, powered by a water wheel, could spin 96 threads at once, making it much faster than any previous method. This innovation was too large to fit in a worker's cottage, marking the beginning of the factory system. Another significant example is John Lombe's water-powered silk mill in Derby, which started operating by 1721. This mill was one of the first to use water power to drive machinery, setting a precedent for future factories. By 1746, an integrated brass mill at Warmley near Bristol was also in operation, where raw materials were transformed into various brass products like pans, pins, and wire. In the textile industry, the Waltham and Lowell Mills in Massachusetts are notable examples. These mills, part of the Waltham-Lowell system, took in raw cotton and processed it into finished cloth through spinning, bleaching, dyeing, and weaving. This integrated system was a hallmark of the factory system, showcasing how raw materials could be transformed into finished goods under one roof. The Soho Manufactory, established by Matthew Boulton in 1766 near Birmingham, England, is another important example. This factory produced a variety of goods, including metalware and machinery, and was known for its innovative use of machinery and division of labor. The Naismith, Gaskell and Company's Bridgewater Foundry, which began operation in 1836, was one of the earliest factories to use modern materials handling techniques like cranes and rail tracks. This foundry was a significant step forward in industrial production, showing how factories could become more efficient and productive. These early factories were not just places of production. They also had a significant impact on society. They drew workers from rural areas to cities, created new social structures, and introduced long working hours and often hazardous conditions. However, they also laid the foundation for the mass production and industrialization that would shape the modern world. In summary, these early factories, from Arkwright's Cromford Mill to the Waltham and Lowell Mills, and from Lombe's silk mill to Boulton's Soho Manufactory, were the pioneers of the factory system. They introduced new technologies, new ways of organizing labor, and new methods of production that would forever change the way goods were made.